Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now Allen going to change it up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
To the air, Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. You look at this Patriots defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It's caught. Beckham. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 1. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, it's only the 1st quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception, and then Not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And I think the ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So already trailing, Charles, they opt.
Take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Kene Nwangu,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Allen going to audible to a different look. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. $13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Allen now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it? Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
19 Lion. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Take go.
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? He'll try again. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are back within a score.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very...
He's got a man complete. And this is called. Touchdown, Patriots. Kene Nwangu. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Allen. Flushed out right.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Pike.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Pike, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10. Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Track at 60. 70 range. 70 range. Warrior 70.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
A loss of 6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
19 Lions.
Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneers. Check go.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back to throw again. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Allen.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Rolling to his right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. There he goes left side. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber,
I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Come on.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Dragon 60.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown, Patriots! It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now Allen off the bootleg. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Allen going to change the look here.
In motion goes the tight end. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Slot man moves right. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistake. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
56, 56.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover.
Feel like I'm never enough. I say I don't give up, so I keep down low. Slowly coming undone, yeah. I run in circles. Get back, get away. But watch me try hard anyway. It's so fake, self-hate's killing me. I know that I'm not that, and I'm sick of pretending. So sick of pretending. I need to run away to not be just like the others. Hide my face. No one knows it's pulling me under. Feels like I'm running.
I steam, broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in the she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow, harvest getting bigger, they all froze.